and welcome back to another episode of Mechanical Rain. This is Justin, one of your editors, and I'm here to give you a quick recap before this episode. But first, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at Storm Gaming Alliance. And if you're already listening to us on YouTube, why not listen to Mechanical Rain on the go with Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts? Anyway, with that out of the way, last time our team found themselves on some kind of desert island, or at least some kind of coastal region, we're not really sure yet. But the big thing to know is that our party split up, leaving Pat, who's playing Hajime, on the beach looking for supplies, while the rest of the team, including William, Pat's robot dog and companion, I guess construct's probably the better term, but yeah, it's a dog. Anyway, William and the rest of the team are now exploring a cave they found, doing some spelunking, and we're going to pick up today with William sending some kind of message to Hajime about what they're doing down in the cave, and I guess going to try to get him down there. But we'll figure that out in a second. Enjoy the show.
Pat, if you would like to try to join here, you can have William try to send you a message.
Yeah, I'll have, I'll try something.
Willie, my boy.
At this point, they've been gone long enough that you feel like you should probably try to make contact.
So, whose perception should I, what should I roll for this? You want me to do a tech check? You want William to roll perception?
Why don't you roll a tech check?
Okay. I mean, it's a 10.
All right. Yeah, why don't you give me William's perception here?
Ooh.
Sorry, it's a 10.
What is perception? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, so flat D20 roll.
Not terrible.
No.
I'm going to allow you to do that at advantage, solely because of how helpful William has been for this whole thing.
Oh,
He's such a good boy.
Bark.
There we go.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Dualities.
Yeah. So you guys sitting in there, you just kind of see William tilt his head back and let out a howl. That pings back to Pat's radio about where you guys are located.
Did Jimmy fall on the well, boy? Why are you howling?
All right. So, Hajime, you received this signal, so you know where they're.
That actually works.
You know where they are located, and how you enter in the cave.
With a flashlight and my knife drawn, because I don't know why I was told where things are.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, I'll just take it slow and make my way. Follow the climbing gear trails.
So as you enter here, you see the glowing rocks on the walls, and you get to a tied off rope, and a set of descents near that cliff there. You want to go ahead and roll in athletics for me?
Okie dokie delia. Roll that advantage. See how that goes for me. Okay, not bad.
All right. So yeah, you managed to descend this
20
here. On your way down, oh hey, that looks like the rocks outside. Because you did great with your climb, and you hit the ground. You now hear some running water, and you know roughly the direction that you want to head in.
I think hearing the running water, Hajime is like, oh shit, they're drowning. That's what's happening. And he runs himself over to the edge of that 10-foot drop. Just there they are.
Yeah, so looking down, you see the area they're in is actually fairly well lit thanks to these crystals. You're gonna climb down. You just managed to get there as and William kind of drops his head back down into place.
He's just gonna he's gonna stay up there for now. Just be like, hey guys, the comms are kind of trash through here.
Makes sense, we're underground.
Hajime, hi.
So I'm really glad an emergency beacon works. Nobody's contracted any kind of terrible disease, have they? And Hajime will try and make his way down then.
No one has died, and the water tastes like citrus.
Yeah, I think it actually is helpful.
Yeah, you make it down, no problems. And about this time, you take in, looking down, you definitely see there's a carved floor pattern going on below you. It looks like the stones have definitely been worn away on purpose to flatten this whole area out.
Tool marks, not just erosion?
Yes.
Right. Well, that's an interesting development.
So somebody lived here, huh? Oh, wait, did you say that out loud? Maybe I didn't notice that.
I would have said that's not natural. And Hajime's like hands and feet on the ground, just like smoothly touching the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw earlier up the cave, there are some carvings, so someone lived here.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean, if somebody still lived in this cave, they would have come out by now.
Based on what you saw upstairs, it looks like this is a long gone civilization.
These rocks are so pretty.
I shall venture further into the cave.
So the further into this cave you get, the less cave-like it actually feels. If you didn't know better, you'd say you were in like an old temple.
Oh, neat.
And is the concentration of glowing rock getting greater and greater as we go? Like, is it more lit?
It doesn't seem more lit. It just seems
Okay.
the stuff that's there definitely seems to be like strategically placed.
Oh, okay.
So
some of the glowing rocks seem like they were put there, not that they grew there.
yes, or like they were specifically carved into the location.
way.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Are there any like ritual objects in this temple-looking place?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. A gentleman's 10.
Not that you can really tell from where you're at.
Sure.
I mean, there might be stuff some further ways in, but for right now, it doesn't seem that way.
That's fair.
So Vern's gonna go deeper into the cave.
All right, you can definitely do that.
So as Verna's looking around, would she see anything? I mean, she doesn't have great perception, but
You want to roll perception?
for show. That's a 10.
Nope, you're seeing what Isabel sees.
Come on, Verna. I know you're damaged, but roll better.
It's totally on you.
There,
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't seem to be the further in you get. Once you pass this line here, it's almost like you're exiting a room with how the wall is carved, and entering a larger chamber. And in here, there definitely seems to be like there's cut-ins in the wall, large stone structures. This seems to probably have been some sort of storage room, possibly. Just based on it seems like there's some shelves. Not great. Like stuff that's crumbled apart was probably a shelf at one point.
Okay.
Interesting. And there's no more cliffs to worry about.
Not where you're at. There seems to be like some stairs built in.
I'm gonna follow the stairs.
So coming down here, it definitely seems like this was a living space with several large cut-in sections for people to probably individual housing.
oh wow.
How many people y'all think we can get down here?
By my guesstimation, more than we have.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be comfortable, but I mean,
You could comfortably house based on what you're currently able to see looking through here. Probably about 1,500 to 2,000 people.
yeah. And if everybody made it to the escape pods at the proper timing and packed them full, we're probably looking at close to 300 or 3,200 people. So we'll have a little bit of a overflow, but that's what the outside tenting is going to be for.
Right.
All right.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't really know how we manage this many people. Like who gets the cave location and who is outside in the tents and stuff like that. I just don't want anyone to feel, like they're getting the short end of the stick.
Well,
Not
As long
everybody's
as-
getting here at once. We could always do a first come, first serve sort of thing.
and as long as there's nothing overtly dangerous on this planet, I mean, who cares? You know, some people might want to be in a cave. Some people might not want to be in a cave. Now, if this place is teeming with predators, that's a different story.
Well, I mean, there are just cave scrawlings and not people, so I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that there's gonna be a lot of, not a lot, but a good amount of predators.
Maybe they just moved off planet. Who knows?
It's hard to imagine a planet with such a beautiful aesthetics. These rocks are just gorgeous. It's hard to imagine what kind of predators it would have.
Big glowing Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Oh, that sounds kind of badass, really.
No. No, I mean, maybe, possibly. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Can I inspect the shelving? Is there anything like left of it? Could I see if there's anything like, I don't know, like anything non-organic that would have maybe not rotted and rotted away?
I mean, you can
Like
go ahead.
utensils or anything?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll an investigation on that.
Yeah, did they make primitive nails, or were they doing joinery work?
Yeah, like something like that. Let's see here. We've got an 8.
I mean, it seems like some shitty shelves.
All right.
Most of it's like fallen to the wayside at this point.
There's definitely shelves here, guys, or there was.
I think Isabel's going to check out one of the housings.
Okay.
See what's in there.
Yeah. So as you enter, it's fairly small. I mean, it's slightly larger than one room, with a raised platform in one area, and like some simple, not even furnishings at this point, just where there is probably a table, something along those lines.
There is wood dust.
So Verna's over at one of the little chambers, and she's looking at. I'm assuming there's like maybe a ledge carved where there would be like a bed, or is it just a cutout?
It's like a raised platform. You could probably assume that there was a bed there of some sort.
Okay, looks comfy enough.
I mean, it's rock. So there.
That's why we have bedroll in our supplies, right?
Yeah, you also have a whole bunch of camping supplies and whatnot. Like you'll be able to get this place furnished, run some actual lighting, with the stuff that you have. Especially if you start scavenging the ships and whatnot, you'll be able to set up like a central command area. Like make this suitable for, if not long-term living, at least you'll survive the first couple of, like the first year in here. You could theoretically.
Oh, fun. Looking up towards the ceiling, I guess, with my flashlight and whatnot, are there any natural, like, holes up to the surface?
You don't see any. This actually the roof almost seems carved away.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you're definitely inside of a large stone structure at this point.
Okay, so this was something that was part natural and then expanded on.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you had to guess, you would probably think that 10-foot drop, or even that area where the water is, that might be where the changes occurred.
Interesting.
Because coming out through this section here, that was like walking through a doorway, a large stone arch.
Is there anywhere we have it? Have we just kind of generally explored everywhere back here now?
Yeah. So you have a rough idea of what's going on. You do note that there seems to be a large arched doorway back here, that has the glowing rocks all through it.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess we'll, since that seems like the most prominent feature of this interior comparatively, like the rest of it's obviously prominent, there's rooms and whatnot, but that seems like the most prominent feature of this man-made cave extension, so we should probably take a little look-see.
Right on.
Perception check.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Oh. That's not one.
As far as you can tell, that's a big ass door.
I'm
Pretty door, guys.
gonna go up and take a closer look.
I'll come with him.
Mama didn't raise no scaredy cat. Let's go. You said it's up this one up here?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll make our way over and take a look at this here door.
That's a door, isn't it?
So yeah, as you guys take a look at this thing, like I said, it's got the large stone, the large glowing crystals all throughout the front of this door. The doors themselves seem to be solid stone, and they each have what can best be described as like a rusty iron door knocker handle kind of thing attached to them.
Ah, goody.
I'm gonna grab a handle.
Now, hold on there, Isabel.
Okay. Isabel's holding the handle.
Let's not just go ripping open ancient doors. It might lead to something that we don't want to deal with right away.
What could be the worst thing behind that door?
Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
I let go of the handle.
All right, I'd like to investigate the door, feel over it, look for any like carvings or anything on the doors or something that might indicate, don't touch this door, we put something bad back here, or something like that.
Yeah, sure. Roll for it.
All right. With a 26.
So it doesn't seem like this is a bad door. It just seems like this is a door. If you had to guess, this was probably like, it was a stronghold maybe, or a or a temple of religious significance, or something. You're not sure from the outside.
All right. Hajime takes like a good 5-6 minutes, and then eventually just kind of takes a step back and goes, for once I'd like my paranoia to be correct. Go ahead, Isabel.
I'm gonna open the door.
Sure. Roll for it. Give me strength.
There. I'm pretty good at those. It's a 17.
Yeah. So you managed to start pulling these doors. They're struggling a little. You crack it slightly, but that's about as far as you can get it.
Can Verna come and help?
Oh yeah, as many.
Do that?
Yeah, all you guys can jump in there if you so feel the need.
So should I just roll strength?
Yeah.
Cool, it's a 6.
The doors don't seem to be moving any further than Isabel's managed to have them even working together.
Gosh, Verna.
I'm not a bulky fellow. How wide is this crack?
You're not going to be able to squeeze through it quite yet.
All right.
I will have...
Wayland, you're roughly the size of a barn. Can you help open this?
Sure. Let me grab a hold of one of the doors handles, and I'll give it a yank.
Yeah.
What is that? Athletics?
Just give me straight strength. Yeah, I mean at this point, a couple of you are pulling on it.
Okay, straight strength. About a 19.
So with the 19 and Isabel and Verna all pulling, you guys managed to wedge this door fairly wide open. Not completely, but it is. You could probably drive a Jeep into it if you needed to.
All right. Well, these things are heavy.
Well, they're solid stone. You will note as you walk through this door that they are roughly 1.5 feet thick of just solid rock.
Ooh-wee.
That'll do.
Big old door.
I'll walk on through, I guess.
Yeah.
Verna too?
And suddenly, no.
Right.
Space iguanas. They're like regular iguanas, but the size of bears.
Oh my god, terrifying.
So as you guys enter this area, the rocks themselves, they're no longer glowing that iridescent blue, green, white kind of shifting colors. These are all red.
Oh.
Haunting.
And there seems to be some sort of large stone table in the center.
Does it have grooves or anything carved into it?
It has some carvings, but you can't tell what they are looking at the table itself.
Okay, but nothing looks like it's nothing that would look like it'd be used to funnel liquids off of the table.
Correct.
I know where you're going to.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, I just got it.
A blood offering.
Look, if it's good enough for the Aztec, it's probably good enough for alien Aztecs.
Oh, look at that. This planet didn't need flags. The crystals glow red for us instead.
All right.
If you guys want to roll a perception check while you're in here.
Sure.
I can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna capture a quick photo of the table
All right.
so I can study it without
Wow.
lurking.
Oh, Verna got a 24.
Sure.
Oh, nice. Isabel.
26. Let's go. That's gonna be my first and only natural 20 of the night. Everyone.
6. Hajime wants nothing to do with this place.
Wait on anybody else. I think that's everybody that popped in there. Okay, cool.
Got a 10 for me.
Yeah. So, for all of you that rolled above an 18, carved into the back wall, you could swear they're your Blackwoods.
Oh man.
Not prophecy.
How old does this look? Just judging by what I can compare from the carvings when we came in.
You would assume it's about the same size or about the same age. And for those of you that rolled over 20, I think is again everybody except for Chris.
And Pat.
Oh, and Pat. Oh, wow, yeah, and Pat.
Yeah, I got a 6. I didn't know shit. I'm looking at the doors like I want to go home.
Pat's honestly not sure if William's a robot at this point.
You will notice there are 5 reliefs cut into the walls here. 2 women and 3 men.
I'm gonna step into one of the girl reliefs.
It's there's like a statue in there.
You thought this was gonna be like a Power Ranger moment?
No, it's just a statue. Okay, I was hoping for a Power Ranger moment.
Yeah, no, I get it. I honestly, I was about to do the same thing if no one else did. So,
there is a crystalline weapon hanging in each one of these, in the hands of each one of these.
Ooh.
what are the weapons?
I'm taking my weapon.
Yeah. Is there a great axe?
There is not.
Why am I the only one who has any kind of like self-preservation?
Wayland's still walking around. He hasn't seen anything yet.
Wayland.
He's just walking around.
What are the weapons? Do they match up with our primary weapons?
No, they are each they're each carved daggers, glowing with that same red that the roof crystals are hanging on.
I'm a slut for a knife.
Yeah. Who doesn't want a spooky dagger?
I'm not going to touch it yet, but I am going to kind of closely examine it.
Yeah. Roll an investigation.
And I'm going to burn, because it's the only thing I can use outside of armor, I'm going to burn a flash of genius to add a +4, so it's a 23.
So it is some kind of metal dagger with this glowing red crystal running through it. It seems almost loose in the hand in front of you.
All right, but nothing else like tied to it or anything?
Doesn't seem to be.
Oh man, I am so smart, but I'm so dumb. I'm grabbing it.
I'm picking up a dagger. Okay. I see that you're investigating it. You don't seem too worried about it. I'm just grabbing one.
All right. You pick up a dagger. Nothing.
I have a dagger.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grab one so I can analyze it back at the ship.
Nothing happens.
Cool.
All right. Well, Verna's gonna do that too.
Nothing happens.
What you guys doing?
Grabbing daggers.
Glowing knives.
Yeah. At this point, you and Hajime would have both.
Right.
Noticed.
Does the statue look like me?
I mean, vaguely in the sense that it's two women and 3 men.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it's like a vague mannequin.
Look at the arms on that guy. This one must be for me.
I love it. Hajime, one
Walks
more.
over.
Come on, part of the crew, part of the ship, right?
Oh no.
When something comes down to kill, well, he's walking towards the statues. When something comes out to kill us, I get to kill one of you first and takes the dagger off.
Dude, dibs.
So, as the 5 of you each hold and examine your dagger, you are
By
wrapped.
our powers combined.
You are wrapped in a swirling red and blue light.
I told you.
As
Oh, what the heck?
pieces of metallic armor starts to peel out of the walls, wrapping around each of you, forming to your body, warping to your minds, as you are encased in Iron Man-esque exosuits, roughly 10 foot tall each. You're faster and stronger, and suddenly the lights die down, and you're looking at each other in brightly color-coded kind of material here. Not bright neon colors or anything like that, but they've each got their own distinct flair to them.
Since Verna is near me, I'm just gonna look over at her and be like, "Dude, look at you!"
Dude, look at you.
This is something.
What the heck? What just happened?
Are we all metal now? Are we robots now?
I don't think we're like fully
I
like
think we're in robots.
Yeah, I'm with that one.
We have so much other shit to do. We don't need this to worry about.
Well, yeah, but now we can probably do it better.
Or this slowly drains our life force and we eventually die from overuse.
Either way, we win, Hajime, and I walk out in my new robot suit.
I am F.E. Man.
F.E. man.
I would, in typical Wayland Gradius fashion, I'd like to use withdrawal and just plop up and fall on the ground into a shell, because that's something I can do now.
Oh my god.
That is something.
And he just kind of wheels around a little bit and just lands without moving.
So as he kind of spins himself around and hides himself, this symbol kind of appears on his back. It's this glowing thing built into what could be described as a shield.
Well, that's interesting.
Huh.
And after a few seconds, I'm gonna pop out
Waylon, you're a turtle man now.
and go, ta-da! I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, that's. I don't actually have words to describe what exactly I'm looking at, but I mean,
Looks like a turtle. This is cool.
a little bit.
So yeah, if you guys would like to describe the suits you're now currently wearing.
Yeah, sure. So Achilles is like a dark steel blue with yellow gold trim. Around the bottom corners of the eyes and up kind of the middle of the brow across the middle of the head is like gold in like a subtle lightning bolt shape. It's pretty lean. I mean, a lot like his Blackwood was. Like, it's definitely built for more speed than it is power. And it's got like ice blue eyes.
Ooh.
Very cool.
And why don't you go ahead and tell us, what your new class is, or anything along those.
So I am sticking with the Artificer Armorer, just with a new smattering of magical items, quote unquote magical items.
At this point, you don't know.
Yeah, Captain Planet.
Yeah. All right. Next on the list, that would be Hajime.
All right. Though slightly doubled over in what one can only assume is renewed panic and anguish, Hajime is currently stuck in a thick, purple-tinted armor set. No extra accents. It looks like it's just purple outer platings with a gunmetal gray or dark black interplating. The top of his helmet does look like the top of William's head, though.
That's pretty cool.
Aww.
Very nice.
And the boots especially have this sort of like spring in the back of the heels.
Okay. Isabel.
That's me.
Yeah.
Isabel is in a orange and brown Blackwood that has
They're not Blackwoods anymore.
almost. I'm not. Or it's not Blackwood.
Magical armor.
It's legally not Power Rangers.
Yeah.
They are. These are actually known as the Noble Armors.
that is pretty
That
sick.
name is sticking into your heads for some reason.
They just know. Her noble armor is a orange and black feline-esque suit. Yeah, it's more lean with for some reason it has kitty cat ears.
Hey, each their own.
I mean, it does.
You never
These
know.
armors did base themselves off of your innermost thoughts. Why don't you tell us your class and a little bit about you and stuff.
The class race mechanic stuff is it's a Tabaxi monk with the what subclass did I go with? I don't remember.
Didn't you go Drunken Master? Yeah.
Yes.
So cool.
Verna.
Yeah. So they're based on the innermost thoughts. So Verna's is pink, and it's pretty beefy, like Verna is, and it's got pink like outer shell, and then it's got that kind of the same gunmetal dark black gray type of inner workings type of deal. It's much more humanoid in shape, obviously, than the Blackwoods were, and yeah, it's shiny, beautiful, pink, and I will say on the inside, where the parts where it's like touching her, it's got like some faux fur, so it's really comfy.
Okay. And Waylon.
And she is a high elf is the class, and still champion fighter though.
Okay. Waylon.
All right. Waylon's noble suit is it's large and bulky. It has olive drab, green, thick armor plates to it, especially around the shoulders. Kind of like a dark gray, earthy tone underneath the sheets of armor. The frame on this suit is incredibly heavy. It is very mechanical looking. It's not so it's not so futuristic looking as the other suits. It looks more like a, kind of like a put together with gears and bolts kind of machine. It has a large shell on its back that can detach and be used as a shield. It also works for concealing his overdrive motor. For flavor, it's for his rage mechanic. He can activate a motor on his back to give him a little bit extra boost. And for my class and stuff, he is a Tortle, Barbarian, Path of the Juggernaut.
Awesome. So, you guys have just been gifted with seemingly advanced, possibly magical armor.
Oh, yeah.
What's your plan?
I'm going to think really hard and see if I can unequip it.
So yeah, your dagger kind of glows, and the armor starts to fold away from you, kind of condensing down into almost a gauntlet that then also seems to have a dagger slot on it.
Oh, cool. So I can slot the dagger into the bracer?
Yes. And it is a full gauntlet, so it does cover your hand.
Sweet.
Ooh.
All right.
Did you just think your armor away?
Yeah. You see, there's just like, it's like, yeah, but it took a second, and there's just like a little trail of blood coming out his nose.
Jesus.
I
Verna's
think it
eyes are
takes some getting
squinting.
used to.
Verna's eyes are squinting real hard and nothing's happening.
I like to think Waylon tries and the armor gets somehow bulkier.
Guys, I have claws. Yeah. This is weird.
When did I get tank treads?
No, I do have claws. Because the Tortle.
Oh my gosh.
He's like looking at him like, guys, I have fingernails.
Fuck, am I half helicopter?
Go-Go Gadget springs.
Yeah. So, you each manage to kind of think that, and it all condenses down into a single gauntlet on your right arms, each with a slot for the daggers.
Neat.
Whoa.
Oh, this is
like a show I used to watch in the 1900s.
Yeah, something from the early 1900s.
One of them classics.
Yeah.
No, they're still making that show. They haven't stopped.
Audrey puts one arm under the other and tries to take the whole gauntlet off.
You don't seem to be able to.
Damn it.
Wipe with the other hand. It's okay.
What if I get an itch?
Itch with the other hand.
No, I mean under it, like a cast.
I don't think that's going to be a problem, but one step at a time, right? DM, for mechanics question.
Yes.
Because obviously I knew in season 1, we knew in the Blackwoods we have, most of our stuff. Out of the Blackwoods we have certain stuff. Do we have access to any of our stuff when this is in gauntlet form?
You have access to the dagger.
Okay.
But pulling the dagger will activate the armor.
Okay, cool. But we don't have access to any of our abilities or any of the items we would have equipped.
You're not sure at the moment. You can try, but I'm not giving you that for free.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'll give it a try. And because when we put the armor on, we kind of just much like the name, we just kind of knew what it did.
Correct.
So I will try to burst one of the my brain just stopped. One of the force fields,
Okay.
basically bursting one of my charges of my band of shielding.
Yeah.
To see if it actually does.
Yeah. So you see your knuckles kind of glow, and this whole electrically charged field kind of pops from your hand.
Okay, so yeah, you guys would see a almost not like a dome, but it kind of tailors to my silhouette, and it kind of bursts with it kind of crackles and bursts with electricity and then fades. He goes,
Waylon's floored.
well, looks like we can use a bunch of the armor abilities. We'll go with abilities. Superpowers, I don't know, whatever. Well, it's also in gauntlet form. This is a step up from jumping into a robot.
Wow.
He's just he is staring intently at his hand, like Tobey Maguire the first time he shot a web in Spider-Man.
So Achilles is the only one that's de-armored. You will note emblazoned on your friends on the back of Waylon, there is there is that helix symbol, similar to the Helix Academy one, most likely a representation of the ship that you guys just came off of. And the same goes for the other people in the group. And it is this glowing neon kind of vibe.
Man,
The world.
you know, I guess the only thing I'm worried about, Hajime, I will agree with you. I have one worry. You'll be proud. But it's more of I really don't want to have to go on a spirit journey if that's what this requires. Yeah. So, you know, if anybody has any weird dreams tonight, like speak up tomorrow morning.
Or keep them to yourself. I don't.
Yeah.
No, we should know about them.
I wonder how these things are powered. And Waylon's like looking over his suit, like moving stuff around.
You can roll an investigation.
Sure. Am I smart with my
I'll give him
suit on?
Yeah, you do get your stuff.
My headband.
Yeah, that's what me test was for. I'll give him advantage. I'll look around the back of him while he looks around the front of him.
Would this be an investigation?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Dirty 20.
Sweet. So you will. They don't seem to have a power source that you can readily tell.
Yeah.
At least not from like trying to check yourself out, or
Sure.
for only having worn them for a few minutes.
Sure. Hey, Achilles, you pull that cord back there.
All right, I put a foot like up on the ass of his suit, and I just rip the cord.
That would enter my rage mode, and you guys hear like a little whirring, like a rearing of a motor, because he has a little motor in his back.
Is that a heavy?
That provides extra power to his suit. He's just like, oh man, like this feels great.
So like
This is crazy.
all of the inlays in his suit just seem to glow brighter than before, and they're it's almost charged with power as it just seems to slightly bulk up a little.
Well, that's awesome.
like some paneling folds down, and he seems slightly more armored.
That's pretty sick. All right, well,
And
if y'all want to think gauntlet, I guess, and then we should probably get back and start setting up because we have arguably days of work ahead of us.
Well,
Yep.
fortunately, I was able to at least tell people that were on our ship to start putting things together. So at least we have a minor base camp set up until we have more people come in.
Sweet. Well, these suits might also make a little bit of a difference with us being able to move some of that stuff.
yeah, this is wild. I'm gonna try to think my suit away.
Yeah, you managed to do that, and yours folds down. Weirdly, not into a gauntlet. You have like almost an oversized belt buckle that you can slide your dagger into.
All right. That's very cool.
I love it so much.
I love it.
It's a big old Texas-sized belt buckle.
Isabel's gonna think unequipping thoughts.
Yeah, so yours actually folds down into a gauntlet like Rob's did.
Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. I'll put my dagger in place.
And
That's cool as hell.
Verna too, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I guess we'll make our way back to the ship and continue setting everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will note that the belt buckle that Wayland is wearing seems like chunkier than your guys' gauntlet. Like just based on its over.
Yeah, he's got like a Texas rodeo sized belt buckle.
Yes.
Dinner plate.
I love it.
Isabel is jealous.
Does it look like a turtle shell?
You know what? It does.
I mean it.
All right.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to give us that little piece.
It looks like a high tech turtle shell. It's got the it's got that same color.
Oh, it's like a turtle shell with gears instead of the turtle shell pattern.
And the dagger slots perfectly into place so that the hilt looks like a head and the tip looks like the little tail.
Holy shit.
Fantastic.
I love it.
One
Don't
last
step too far forward.
working like mechanics question.
Yeah.
So once again, season 1 in the Blackwoods, obviously we didn't have access to any of the stuff on our person because we were operating a robot. When the suits take over, the harness setup, the LBE that Achilles normally wears when he's in the field, did that get covered up by the armor, or did the armor go under it?
I will allow you to make that choice.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with under it because it sounds cool.
Okay.
Well, this is the second weirdest thing that ever happened to me. Waylon walks out.
So Hajime's gonna look at the belt buckle, look at the gauntlets, and just kind of like rub his chin and be like, this can't work. And he's going to think boots to see if he can just make the armor shrink down to his boots.
You actually managed to make two sets of boots. The and the dagger, one of them is significantly larger than the other. Like height wise, it goes up to about your knee. The other one's mid calf, and the knee one has the slide spot for your dagger.
I mean, that makes sense.
Cool.
Hey, I look over at Hajime. Asymmetrical is in this year, and then I run off after Wayland. What do you mean second weirdest? he runs out the cave.
And then Verna turns to Isabel and kind of elbows her and says, yeah, I guess we should get back. You know, my family's ship is probably going to be landing soon. Let's head on out.
Let's go outside then, I guess.
Wayland sprints.
Yeah, I think I think I might be as fast as Wayland now with the suit, so now I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, you guys move through this cave just fine. You know, and you come back out to the main coastal area here. And yeah, you have your people. They're setting up, like, the shipping containers have made a rough barrier wall here, with a small opening between them, able to come and go as you need. And it looks like two of the ships are unloading a land vehicle, for lack of a better term. It's like a 6-wheel Jeep.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
And they seem to have set up their ships on either one of these plateaus, pointing out towards the sea as as sentinel kind of locations.
Fantastic.
Right.
So I'm assuming
good
Allenby has been, just kind of helping out and maybe
Yeah,
guiding
she's
people and
been
everything.
manning Hajime's personal ship.
Okay, cool. So Verna's gonna go and see Allenby at this point, just to check in with her.
Okay. So as you enter the ship, you see her leaning over the console, just coordinating with other ships that are coming to the area, trying to bring in like the escape pods, because their navigation isn't as great. There's more just of a general kind of location. Her rather shapely rear end in the tight leather pants is the first thing that greets you.
All right. Well, Verna's she's gonna goose her, obviously, and then she's gonna just come stand up next to her and like, all right. So we got pretty much everybody here on the island. Or on the coast here?
They're not all here yet, but they'll be here soon. We should have the survivors should all be here by midday tomorrow. Some of them are further away and have to travel overland, and some ships were damaged. They don't have exactly the best propulsion with these escape pods.
All right. Well.
How are you doing, love?
Oh, I'm all right. I just explored this cave. It was really neat, and the weirdest thing just happened. We were down there, and we took these daggers out of these glowing walls, and I like to imagine at this point Allenby's face is like, are you tripping? Like, did you take some kind of drugs or something? Because Verna's talking about glowing walls and taking daggers off of a glowing wall, and then these suits just materialized all around us. It was really cool. And then, like, for some reason, I knew it was called a noble suit, but I don't know why I knew that. It was really weird. But yeah. So that was my day. How's yours, Ben?
My home blew up. We're here now. I mean, we're coordinating. I haven't really had time to take stock of everything. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot to do out there. I should probably go see how I can help. And then she just kind of quickly leaves.
Babe? My love?
So much
Sweetheart?
to do. I'll see you soon.
But tell me more about the knives. And then she gets another call on the transponder here. Goes back to answering that. This isn't over. All right.
So yeah, now Verna's back with the rest of everybody.
Okay. So,
Sweet.
does anybody want to do anything else, or do we want to call it for the night?
I think that's probably the best place to call it.
Yeah, I would just just do general help setting up stuff. That's probably about it.
So we will have roughly a week break here. Just to that's going to be the time skip for the next episode. Give you guys time to have everybody to show up and to get a rough, very rudimentary outpost set up for you guys to live in.
So in that time, if we're doing a week time skip, Verna hangs on to the French fries.
Okay.
Yo.
She still has them in her bag along with the gem. And when midday the next day comes around, she's like still real cheerful and everything. And then she's kind of slowly realizing that like her family's ship is not coming, and she did not actually, hallucinate what happened. She didn't hallucinate being told that her family was dead. And so obviously she's just, pretty down about that for a while.
Pretty down about that. That is
down.
the best description I have ever heard. That's a bummer.
It's a pretty major bummer. But she actually hangs on to the French fries, and we'll see. Maybe catch up with those next week.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We can do that. Does anybody want to end that on a slightly happier note? We ended last week's session on a bummer too.
Dude,
I like to think towards the end. I feel like Wayland and Achilles are now like daily arm wrestling in their armor.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
The more you guys use this armor, the more you seem to be like in tune with it. It's almost talking to you. It's not physically speaking, but you feel it like tugging at the corners of your mind.
Whoa.
I will ignore that until it's important.
Do this thing. Stop slapping that rock.
Wayland's definitely going to use the shield defense, withdrawal, and emerge lots of times throughout the day.
That's just how he naps now.
He just retracts.
Yeah, just right into his shell. Yeah.
All right. Then with that, we're gonna call it a week.
All right.
Sounds good.
And
hope everyone enjoyed.
Yeah, before we go, and the way I end all of my sessions here, any questions, comments, or concerns about this episode?
That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty
No
fun.
concerns. I will comment. Do you guys notice that Wayland gets significantly smarter when he puts his suit on? Like, he talks different. He's just not, you just notice he talks more dignified when he was wearing his suit.
Wow.
And for flavor, that's that darn headband of intellect that's in the suit.
I love
Gives
it.
him more intelligence.
Well, now that you have your belt buckle, you're always smart, right? Or he's always smart, right?
DM?
Yes, it's that tugging on the back of your mind thing kind of bleeding in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
Well,
nice.
there it is. There you have it, folks. Wayland's got a 19 intelligence
Beautiful.
Yes.
as a barbarian.
All right. So then, yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thanks everybody for listening. Join us next week for another browsing adventure, and we'll see what alien prophecies these guys may or may not be a part of now.
With our powers combined.
As soon as a giant head starts talking to us, I quit the game.
There's no giant head.
Yet.
Bye, y'all.
Later.
Okay. Catch y'all later.
I'm a slut for a knife.
Yeah, who doesn't want a spooky dagger?